Happy New Year to all! Today we'll be travelling from the microstate of San Marino to Switzerland's largest city. This will involve taking one bus and 2 trains, covering a distance of over 600 kilometres and travelling through 3 countries. So sit back, enjoy the sights, and let's experience this epic 9-hour overland trip together. Welcome to mountainous San Marino, the world's 5th smallest country, which is home to just 34,000 people and located surrounded by Italy on all sides. It's a stunning place with beautiful architecture, friendly people, views to die for, and it wasn't even that expensive. My hotel was €60 per night, including breakfast. At the time, this was my penultimate EU and EEA country to visit, but I've now completed them all with my recent visit to Iceland. Okay, let's head down to the city centre to get this trip started. There used to be a 31-kilometre railway connecting San Marino and today's first interchange at Rimini, but this was only operational from 1932 to 1944. It was bombed in World War II and never reopened except for a small heritage section up here. This is the location of the old train station where the bus station now stands. Here you will find a timetable with the 8 daily departures down to Rimini, where you can join the Italian mainline railway network. You can scan the QR code on here to buy tickets, or on their website, or just pay on board with card or cash. I'm taking the 10:30 departure this morning. Before we get on board, let's check out our full route for today. First, we'll take the bus from San Marino down to Rimini to connect to an Italian intercity service to Bologna. There we change for the once daily Swiss Eurocity service via Milan and the Alps all the way to Zurich. Okay, let's board. You can store large cases in the side locker of the bus if required. All seating is in a 2+2 layout and they're pretty comfy and all have 3-point seat belts. A wheelchair ramp is built into the centre door for step-free access. We depart exactly on time at 10:30 AM. Today's total route is 604 kilometres in distance and is scheduled to take 8 hours and 57 minutes of travel time, arriving at 7:27 PM. The first leg from San Marino to Rimini covers 24 kilometres and will take 55 minutes. Tickets cost €7. There are no discounted fares except for children under 100 centimetres who travel for free. It's a pretty scenic trip down the mountain with some lovely bus window views. Before long, we are crossing the border into Italy. As both countries are in the Schengen free travel area, there are no checks at all. Shortly after, as we enter Rimini city, we get a glimpse of the 19-metre tall Arch of Augustus, the oldest preserved arch in Italy, which dates back to 27 BC and was so called after the first Roman emperor. The bus stops right outside the main station, which is very convenient as that's where I need to go next. Italian train stations are usually very well kept, and this one is no different, with a beautiful facade. There is quite a lot of building work going on inside, but let's head through now, as we have less than 20 minutes before our first train of the day arrives. I think they are installing lifts here, as currently the only step-free access is from platform 1. We need to head down the stairs to the underground passageway to platform 2. We will be catching the Intercity 606 departing at 11:47 am, which will take us from Rimini through to Bologna, where we'll catch the final and longest distance train. While we wait for this to arrive, let me take a moment to tell you about today's video sponsor. Happy 2026 from Non-Stop Eurotrip and my partnership with Level 8 Luggage, which is now in its 3rd year. I've had a good chance to check out most of their fantastic range, and Level 8 is the only luggage I will use now. Their durable external shells, whether lightweight polycarbonate or elegant aluminium, are as functional as they are stylish. And internally, there are many pockets, dividers and straps to help compartmentalise your packing. Every case, whether carry-on or check-in, also comes with TSA approved latches or locks and go anywhere 360-degree spinner wheels. And finally, for your peace of mind, a limited lifetime warranty is included on all luggage. As a New Year's gift, you can grab anything from the Level 8 website and get 10% off it all by using code NONSTOP10. Just click the link above now or in the description below. Here comes our train now, pulling in a few minutes before scheduled departure. It's formed of 2 E414 electric locomotives, one on each end, and a rake of both first and second class intercity coaches. There is no level boarding, however a mobile wheelchair lift is available upon request. Otherwise, there are 4 steps up to the coach, with quite a large platform gap in between. Here's a look at first class, which is in a 2+1 configuration. Then, in the multi-function coach, there are spaces for bikes, which require a reservation, and 2 wheelchair spaces with companion seats, an accessible toilet, and vending machines for hot and cold drinks, as well as snacks. Lastly is second class, where I'll be today, which is in a 2+2 layout. Luggage can be stored in the central stacks of the coach, behind the last row of seats, or on the overhead racks up above. Leg 2 from Rimini to Bologna is 1 hour and 13 minutes, covering a distance of 111 kilometres. The seats are not bad, to be honest. There is plenty of padding, a nice winged headrest and an adjustable armrest. There is also a small litter bin, good legroom, a medium sized but sturdy tray table and 2 Italian style power sockets. I'll be very comfortable here for this quick hop today before the long journey that awaits me next. This is not one of the famous 300 km/h Frecciarossa high-speed trains, but we will still reach speeds of 200 km/h on this stretch. Let's check out the toilets quickly. There is one in every coach. These weren't the cleanest, but at least everything was stocked up and worked as intended. After a fast and on-time journey, we arrive in Bologna, capital of the Emilia-Romagna region and Italy's 7th largest city, home to 390,000 people. We only have a 22-minute scheduled connection here, but I bought this as a through ticket. The connection was covered in the event of delay. I'll give you the full price once we get going on the next train. Bologna Centrale is the largest major junction station on the Italian network and a bit of a maze to the uninitiated. There are 4 different sections of platform areas, not particularly close to each other. 3 are above ground and the high speed lines are deep underground. Departing here is one of the aforementioned Frecciarossa services. Click the link above to see my review in business class on board one of these brilliant trains all the way across Italy. Everything is pretty well signposted in both Italian and English, so you shouldn't get lost. They also love a good last minute platform change here, so pay attention to the boards until you can physically see your train. Most platforms now have step-free access by lift, but there is an assistance service if you need it. We'll be departing from platform 1 on the west concourse and our train is already in waiting. It's an SBB or Swiss Railways Stadler Giruno, in my opinion one of the best trains in Europe. They have a top speed of 250 km per hour. The service we're on is the Eurocity 30 direct to Zurich, departing at 1:30 p.m. These trains have 11 coaches, 4 first class, 6 second class and a restaurant. Okay, let's board. We're in second class today, which is laid out in a 2+2 configuration in a mix of airline style and bays. Level boarding is only available at the doors next to the 2 wheelchair spaces in both classes, and next to these are the accessible toilets. There are also large spaces for bikes, and some of the bays have foldable seats for pushchairs and prams. There is even a whole dedicated area for families with decorated tables and walls. My seat for today is Coach 4 Seat 31, an airline style window seat. Luggage can be stored on the stacks by the doors or on the large overhead racks. We depart on time for the third and final leg at 1:30 p.m. The route from Bologna to Zurich covers 468 km in distance and is scheduled to take 5 hours and 57 minutes of travel time, arriving at 7:27 p.m. This through ticket from Rimini to Bologna to Zurich cost me a total of just €39. Quite outstanding value for a 7+ hour international journey in such comfort. Okay, let's check out the seats now. For second class, they are great. Well padded, good shape and have a nice winged headrest and an adjustable armrest. Legroom is also pretty good. Bay seats have a small fold-out drinks table with cup indents with a litter bin underneath. There are 2 power sockets, 1 standard European and 1 Swiss style per pair of seats. Coat hooks and reading lights can be found up above, along with full closure blinds on the windows. A really solid product, very comfortable and stylish. Let's head to the dining car as I'm getting a bit peckish. This is located 3 coaches forward from me in coach 7. There is a full sit-down restaurant with table service. The menu is comprehensive, but the prices are very Swiss, so don't expect any meal deals here. I went for a cappuccino, a hot cheese panini and a Coke Zero. As it was very quiet and I wasn't hogging the table, I treated myself to a beer afterwards while enjoying the views. Next, we stop in Milan, but at Roderigo and Lambrate stations instead of the rigmarole of calling at Centrale, which would have involved a reversal. This probably saves 30 minutes on the trip time, a great call in my opinion.
Nächster Halt, Milano Lambrate.
We now have just one stop left in Italy, at Como San Giovanni, serving the stunning Como city and Lake Como too. If you're coming here by train from Milan, you should head to the much more centrally located Como Largo station though. Shortly after that, we crossed the border into Switzerland with Chiasso station right after. There are no official border checks with both countries being in the Schengen free travel area, however Swiss customs frequently board the train for a walkthrough. There was no check on this occasion, but I've had it on my last 3 crossings of this border. Next, we traverse the best part of the route, where we skirt the banks of Lake Lugano, the 7th largest lake wholly or partially in Switzerland, with a surface area of 49 square kilometres. The lighting may not be the best, but the train window views are still amazing, especially with the snow-capped peaks of the Alps in the background. At Lugano, a second Giorno set is coupled to us in front, making a 22 coach train now. We are now in the engineering masterpiece of the line, the 57-kilometre Gotthard-based tunnel, the longest and deepest railway tunnel in the world, which opened in 2016. It passes underneath the St Gotthard Massif at a maximum depth of 2,450 metres. It's now 6 PM and pretty dark outside, so let's fast forward to arrival in Zurich 90 minutes or so later, and let me summarise this trip. I've had a fantastic journey and I would highly recommend it. Everything was clean, comfortable, easy to book and pretty much on time. The total price I paid to travel overland by bus and train from San Marino to Zurich was just €46. From end to end it takes 9 hours, which is around the same time as flying direct, and at about 20% of the price. You still have to get to Bologna to catch the once daily direct flight. Even with low cost airlines, it's still double the price, takes much longer and you'd pay extra for your bags. We arrive at Zurich main station 5 minutes late at 7:32 PM. Have you been on any international trains in Europe before? If so, which ones and on which routes? How did you find them? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching to the end. A happy new year to everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.